Hello, I'm Dan, and this is Dan Explains. Recently, actually, not just recently, I've seen a lot of people mentally attaching functions that are NASA's to SpaceX, as if they're in competition with each other, like NASA and Roscosmos were during the Cold War. Just to clarify, Roscosmos is NASA's Russian counterpart. This is in spite of the fact that Elon Musk, the CEO and chief engineer at SpaceX, has insisted they wouldn't even be here if it weren't for NASA. So what is SpaceX's goal? Are they in competition with NASA? Or are they partners like NASA has been with companies like Lockheed Martin? Well, it's complicated. Let me explain why. Since NASA has existed, they've hired companies to build and sometimes even design hardware they plan to use. The upcoming SLS rocket, for instance, is being built by Boeing, although it was designed by NASA. Also, many of these deep space missions we hear about NASA doing were actually proposed and built by someone else, with funding, management, and resources provided by NASA. The James Webb Telescope, for instance, which of the making of this video will go into space in a few weeks, was originally proposed by the Space Telescope Science Institute back in the mid-80s, so over 30 years ago. Eventually, it got selected by NASA long after the design and concept of how the whole mission would work was well developed. The telescope itself is, of course, not being built by NASA, but by Northrop Grumman and Ball Aerospace. This, of course, is not how things have worked with launch vehicles. Normally, Congress asks NASA to come up with a new vehicle, so NASA rubs some of their eggheads together until a fire starts and the design for a new launch vehicle comes forth. Sometimes the NASA eggheads already have rubbed their heads together and they have a proposal waiting for Congress to ask for it, which is what happened with the SLS, whose concept has been floating around just as long as the James Webb Telescope. This, of course, has started to change recently with the commercial cargo and commercial crew programs, where NASA offers a monetary award for companies that can design, build, and operate their own hardware to provide a service to NASA. This, of course, is where SpaceX comes in. With 4 launches of the Falcon 1 rocket, 3 of which failed, they got selected as one of the companies to provide commercial cargo to the International Space Station. Unlike other companies in the past, whose goals were to siphon off some of those sweet NASA dollars, SpaceX had another goal, or should I say Elon Musk did. But since SpaceX is a private company and he has a majority stake in it, their goals are his goals. Anyway, SpaceX's goal is to get people to Mars. I think this is at the root of why people seem to think they are in competition with NASA. In spite of the fact that NASA seldom comes up with their own goals, most people see NASA as the leader in the world for setting goals to achieve in space exploration, and then with their cohort of contractors achieving those goals. Then along comes SpaceX, who's not only interested in building hardware like NASA's contractors, but also has exploration goals, just like NASA does. It's ironically right in the name of the company. Most people are probably unaware that SpaceX is short for Space Exploration Technologies, which is the company's full name. This, coupled with the fact that SpaceX isn't a traditional cost-plus NASA contractor, has given people the idea that SpaceX is racing NASA to Mars, or even back to the moon. The Dear Moon mission has also perpetuated this. Dear Moon is the mission that people first heard about 5 years ago, when SpaceX proposed sending 4 people around the moon in a Dragon capsule atop a Falcon Heavy, ironically just ahead of NASA's Artemis II mission around the moon, creating a sense of competition. This is wrong, of course, you see. I misled you there a little, just like the headlines back there did. You see, SpaceX didn't propose the Dear Moon mission. Japanese billionaire Yusaku Maezawa did. Not only was it his idea, he was providing all the funding for it as well. SpaceX was just the company that looked like it could actually deliver the needed hardware and expertise to complete the mission. I mean, this technically could have been done with a Boeing Starlight. What? Oh, okay, I know. It's ridiculous and laughable. But if they can ever get the thing working, it will be technically capable, and it's a commercial spacecraft, like the Dragon. Anyway, I recently saw a Q&A with Elon Musk during a presentation he did for the Space Studies Board and the Board on Physics and Astronomy. So, the type of groups which would be proposing missions to NASA for funding. The biggest thing that I notice is they seem to forget SpaceX's goal is pretty singular: Mars. Asking Elon questions like, does SpaceX have any plans for missions to the outer solar system? The answer to which, of course, is no. But we're here if you've got the money and the ideas. I'm paraphrasing, of course. SpaceX is willing to provide the launch vehicle if people and organizations have the funding and the plan for a mission, like Yuzaka Miyazawa's Dear Moon mission. So if these people want to explore the outer solar system, they need to go through the regular routes. Propose an idea to NASA and then get selected by NASA. The Starship, which is the vehicle SpaceX is developing to get people to Mars, will hopefully increase the likelihood your mission will get selected, because it will hopefully lower the cost of space and to the outer solar system by a lot. But SpaceX isn't an agency like NASA that takes mission ideas and then funds them and carries them out. Unless, of course, your name is Elon Musk anyway. In fact, during the same Q&A, Elon Musk stated that they'd like to be a partner with NASA on getting to Mars. They're going anyway, of course, but it's clear it's not some kind of competition to beat NASA to Mars. So to answer the question, is SpaceX in competition with NASA? The answer is no. However, the feeling of apparent competition has finally motivated a few people to get off their duffs and finally start doing something. Ironically, it seems NASA isn't in that group of people. Thank you for watching. If you like this video, please press the like button, subscribe to my channel, and ding the bell to get notified when I post new videos. Also, please support me on Patreon, link in the description. The more people that support me, the more time I can dedicate to making videos like this one. So, until next time, have a great week.